a basket of dead fish, and a basket of fishing gear. The Filipino fishermen were heading out to sea again. They chopped the dead fish into small pieces, then hooked the meat onto hundreds of fishing hooks. After attaching them all, they tossed a float into the sea as a marker and began releasing the line. Setting this type of long line required skill. If done poorly, they could end up with nothing, or worse, a tangled mess. But with good fortune, they could earn tens of thousands in a single day. The line stretched for hundreds of meters. It took them a full 2 hours to set it all. So how effective was this tool? The answer was about to be revealed. The next day, they returned by boat to the same waters, found the float marker, and pulled it back aboard. Then they began hauling in the line. As the line came up, a white shape slowly appeared. It tried to struggle, but was quickly hauled onto the boat. It was a jack, weighing an estimated 4 to 5 pounds. Jacks were common in the ocean. The price wasn't high, but catching one right away raised their hopes for what was still to come. Soon after, the second catch was pulled in. It looked fairly large, and when lifted onto the boat, they saw it was a sea bream, about 6 to 7 pounds. This fish was second only to grouper in price. Unfortunately, its swim bladder had burst, and it was already dead. That meant its value was much lower to decent-sized fish, but not much money. A bit disappointing, but they didn't rush. The line was still long. As they kept pulling, the third fish appeared, another jack weighing 4 to 5 pounds. Before they even had time to unhook it, the fourth catch surfaced, a bream of about 5 to 6 pounds, priced about the same as jack. It wasn't worth much either. The fishing was steady, but nothing valuable came up. At this rate, the whole day might end up a waste. Just when they were discouraged, the fifth fish broke the surface. It was another large sea bream, and still alive, judging by its size. It weighed at least 6 to 7 pounds. That gave them fresh hope. They thought more valuable fish would follow, but the rest were the same, mostly jacks and breams. Fortunately, the last catch was a large jack, weighing at least 10 to 20 pounds. That one was enough to bring in some profit. The day's haul was decent, but most of the fish were already dead. That cut their value significantly. After weighing them all, the catch sold for a total of 5,120 pesos.